What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got another lovely new Digimon card to be having a little bit of a chat about. It is a new green Digimon card, and honestly, that is enough to be exciting quite a few people. We didn't get a green starter deck, so the green Digimon cards have, by extension, become quite a bit more exciting as people are like, oh, green, we finally get green, yay! Now, it is apparently Lillymon. Shout out to the lovely Gage Williams for answering my question as I'm recording this video. You rock, Gage. And if we start off having a look at the basics, it's actually got the same stats as the Zudamon that we looked at in our video yesterday. That is to say that it is a 7 cost to play normally, 6,000 power, except it's actually cheaper to evolve. And we've seen this with green Digimon as we've been going through. The green Digimon as a whole have had lower evolution costs than we've been used to. Like, for instance, how we saw Vegemon, who came along as a level 4 that should have taken 2 to evolve, but actually only took 1 to evolve. Or we could look at something like Mega Kabuterimon, which is a level 5 and should take 3 to evolve, but actually only takes 2 to evolve. Now, the flip side of that is that we actually saw Kukuamon, that is a level 3 that actually has an evolution cost, and we've talked about how bad that is before. Basically, it just means if you go first, you cannot play it without ending your turn, whereas every other level 3 you can. So it's another example of a level 5 green Digimon that is cheaper to evolve than the others. And this is very cool. This is a pattern now. This is a trend. This isn't just the old green Pokemon that happens to be a little bit cheaper. This is actually, no, you know what? We have seen multiple green Digimon that are cheaper now. We can actually legitimately have the expectation. Not all of them. Rosemon, for instance, still takes 3 to evolve into a level 6, as does Hercules Kabuterimon. But there is an expectation that certainly some of the non-level 6s are actually cheaper to evolve than their contemporaries in other colours. That's actually kinda cool. Go green! But what does it do? Well, stop me if you've heard this one before. Our translation comes from the lovely Jason Snowjacks. And it is an inheritable skill, so you don't get it on Lillymon. You've got to wait until you evolve into a level 6 or higher. At the moment, there is nothing you can evolve a green into that is higher, but maybe one day. And when you attack, you put one of your opponent's Digimon without blocker to rest. So once again, we've got a lovely skill that puts our opponent's Digimon to rest. And this shouldn't surprise anyone. This is already a trend we've been seeing with green cards. We'll have a look at all of this stuff in a moment. There are some combos, we'll get there. Now, it is very much worth bearing in mind here that it is only Digimon without blocker. And I've talked over and over again about how important I think blocker is going to be, and this is just one more example of it. Of course, don't forget, we actually got the yellow option card Testament, which literally just gives any of your Digimon blocker until the end of turn. So again, you could use that in order to, well, prevent this skill. So I find this thematically very interesting. Blocker also blocks this, but it's actually a little bit annoying and makes the card significantly worse. We're going to have to wait and see when the full set is released and people start making decks and tournaments happen and all of that. But I don't see any reason why blocker wouldn't actually be an incredibly powerful option. And that means that essentially Lillymon's options for resting Digimon are actually going to be significantly lower, which makes me a little bit sad. But I've told you that there are a bunch of combos that can be pulled off with this, and I meant it. You see, resting is one of the things that green Digimon have been all over lately. I mean, one of the very first ones we saw was Tentomon. It is a level 3, and when you attack, you rest one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. So imagine you go up to a level 6 green Digimon, you've evolved from Tentomon and Lillymon, then you get to rest 2 of your opponent's Digimon, as long as one of them has 3000 DP or less, and the other one doesn't have blocker. So that seems like a fun little combo. That's one you can be playing around with, resting them all. How about looking at something like, well, we mentioned it earlier, Mega Kabuterimon. If there are 2 or more of your opponent's Digimon at rest when you attack, you get +1 memory. Now, extra memory is good. Memory is a resource we use to pay for our cards. So clearly having extra memory is going to be a very good thing. However, this, and we've already started seeing this, and this I think is going to be a theme as we start going through looking at more and more Digimon cards. Mega Kabuterimon is a level 5 green Digimon. Lillymon is a level 5 green Digimon. Now, what would be awesome? Let's say and I know it's not, but let's say for argument's sake, Mega Kabuterimon was a stage 4. We'd lower the stats a little bit, it would be fine. So you get Tentomon, your level 3. You evolve it into Mega Kabuterimon, then you evolve it into Lillymon, then you evolve it into a level 6, and now imagine that combo. Or Lillymon could be the level 4, it doesn't matter. What you do is when you attack, because of Tentomon, you rest one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 or less power. Then, because of Lillymon, you rest one of your opponent's Digimon that doesn't have blocker. And then Kabuterimon goes, oh, hang on a second. There are 2 or more of my opponent's Digimon at rest. I get +1 memory. And it has been confirmed that if your skills are all working at the same time, you get to choose the order in which those skills apply. So just make sure that Mega Kabuterimon's skill comes on last, and then you're absolutely fine. And all of a sudden, what we've got here is a really, really good combo. But Mega Kabuterimon is a level 5 Digimon, and Lillymon is a level 5 Digimon. And we actually talked about this again with Zudamon yesterday. That was a level 5 Digimon. And we started going, well, it would combo really nicely with this one, but actually it won't work. Now, there's nothing to stop you having multiple level 6s. One or more that's evolved from Mega Kabuterimon, and one or more that is evolved from Lillymon. But then we're getting into awkward territory. Then we're relying on having multiple level 6s. And there's nothing to say you can't, but it's just going to be difficult to actually set it up, and that's my biggest problem here. And look, if the biggest problem is, there's too many good cards and I want to play them all, that is a good problem to have. It's literally deck building. Deck building is making choices about which cards you want to use, so I get it and I'm not annoyed at it, but it does dampen it a little bit. Now, speaking of resting, let's not forget we've actually got Rosemon. And I don't know much about Digimon, but I'm assuming there's some kind of connection here. And Rosemon has a really nice skill, whereby on your opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks the player or the security, if this Digimon is at rest, you rest one of your opponent's Digimon. Now, let's face it, the vast majority of the time you will be at rest, because you will have used Rosemon the previous turn. Maybe the exception would be if you played it normally paying 12 without evolving it, then it would play down with summoning sickness, so you wouldn't be able to use it and hence put it to rest, but most of the time it will be at rest. So that's good, it means you'll be resting your opponent's Digimon, and that's nice. And now we're really building a theme here in the green deck. Resting your opponent's Digimon. Though remember, and I do give this reminder every time because it's very important, the first thing you do on your turn is the active phase, where you put your resting cards into active. So if you're resting your opponent's Digimon on your turn, like you will be using Lillymon, they will then get activated at the beginning of your opponent's turn, but you can rest them to activate skills like we've seen, or you can rest them so you can then attack them. General rule, you can only attack active Digimon, not resting Digimon. Use this to put them to rest and then attack them. And I suppose I should give a quick shout out before we finish to the free cost option card we saw the other day, Mega Electro Shocker, which lets you rest one of your opponent's Digimon, any Digimon, no restrictions, or 2 of your opponent's Digimon if they've got 5,000 DP or less. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting excited about all this green Digimon stuff. They're basically getting to the stage where they're able to attack pretty much anything they want to, and that's kind of awesome. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think I want to hear your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of excited about this, and we've definitely been given a roadmap of how to play green, but I want to know if you're buying this and you think it's good, or whether actually, you know what, there are other things you could use instead. So go nuts in the comment section, but remember to be nice, would ya? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of fun stuff. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.